Right, live chat on, sorted. Right, how is everything? Audio and visual good? Let's hope so. Let's just check it out in the chat. Wow, we got 156 people in the house. How cool is that? Right, let's just mute that. Whoa, awesome. Happy days. If you can hit the thumbs up, everyone, that really helps. Let me just check. Am I coming in clear? Shall we see? Man, there's such a delay, isn't there? How long does it take? We're waiting. We're waiting. Audio, Stuart Lennon, thanks very much. Right, we can carry on. Sorted. Carlos, hi, dude. Wow. Can we just do this? What a week. What a week it's been. Oh, my days. I don't know about you guys, but it's been absolutely radio rental. It's been crazy. I'm sure you'd all agree. It's been bonkers, especially today. Today's been rather mental too. Thank you everyone for joining and coming along. James Mears, hi mate. Good to see you all. And yeah, we got an interesting show tonight. And again, the second live stream on the bounce, all of the research is going just to the UK. All right. So if any of you guys in the UK watching, this is for you, and indeed our friends in America who like to get abreast of what's going on around the world. So yes, all good in the hood as it is. Right. So if you're watching on the replay, I would really appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really helps. It just means that you don't miss out on anything that gets published, because there will be some videos every now and again which just pop straight up unplanned. Okay, so we want to make sure you're ready for them if you're available. That is, that's all good. Also, I would like you to check the links below the video whenever you get a chance. It really helps the channel. I will now be supporting the Prepper Shop UK, the biggest prepper shop in the UK. And there's a link below that video. If you click onto that and have a mooch around, it all helps grow this channel, believe it or not. So there it is, all good. So what we want to do right now is to find out exactly where all of you guys are. It's always cool to see whereabouts you guys are from. Okay, it really is awesome to see, and it blows my mind because it's not just the UK. It really does just go all around the globe. Okay, so let's drop out of here into the chat. Andrew Christopher, hi mate. Wow, look at this. Tennessee, USA, Merseyside, Spain, New Zealand. Check it out. That's insane. Bilf Wales, not far from me. Ireland. Haha. I don't know where that is. Upper Volta. Philly, USA. Hi, Jay. Glasgow, Essex. Calgary. Wow. United States. Central New York. Miko Wolf. Hang in there, buddy. Wow, what a place. Snowdonia, Glasgow, Isle of Wight, London, Pembrokeshire. Oh, cool. This is amazing. London, Cuba. That's cool. Patrice, hi. This is amazing to see you guys all around the world. Alan Coleman, Portsmouth, my hometown. Absolutely cool. Brilliant. This is really sweet, you guys. Dartford. I don't know where Blanfu Festong is. No idea. Someone's in Antarctica. Now, I'm not sure if he's pulling my leg there. Play up Pompey. Urban Homebody. No, you're not from Portsmouth, really? Oh my God. Insane. Oh, we got someone's from the moon. Hi, Sue. I bet it's a bit cold up there. Brilliant. Tyneside, Lincoln, County Antrim over there in Ireland. Or should I say Northern Ireland? Wow. Sheffield. Oh, it's in North Wales. Thanks for correcting me about that. Northern Powys. Yeah, Powys is awesome. I've just seen that logo. Yep, Lee from the Bug Out. Hi, mate. Who we got here? Someone's in a nuclear bunker. Wow, that's interesting. Batcave. Oh, it's getting silly now. Oh, you guys, absolutely bonkers. So, no, we're just Pompey fans. Ah, fair play. Oh, Lord. Sunderland, nice. Spent 6 years in Southsea, German prepper. Ah, that's his equal. Brilliant. Oh, my God. Someone is naked in bed. Do we really need to know that? Oh, man. Also, before I crack on reading out from where you guys are, I'm amazing, actually. Oh, someone's in Dublin. That's cool. There are some new moderators joined the family. So welcome to all of the new moderators. Don't worry if you don't really know what you're doing, okay? You'll figure it out. If not, you can always watch some tutorial YouTube videos if you get a chance, that is. Apparently, it's not as difficult as you think. So I've been led to believe. I've never been a moderator before, so there you go. So yeah, welcome new moderators. Absolutely amazing. Brilliant. It's really good to see, actually. Some hand-selected people there. Okay, so yeah, you guys are honoured. Yeah, Wildwood Weeds. Hi, how you doing? Yes, Lee, there's some people from Bilf. Just scroll up, mate, and you'll see. Let me see. You'll probably know them, Lee. You know everyone in Bilf, don't you? Right, let me see. Right. So, that's looking good. Oh, someone else, Mary from Paris too. Donbass. Wow. Coming in hot, eh? Hey, this is looking good. Someone's in Belmarsh. Well, I'm not sure about that. So, yeah, 389 people in the chat. Thanks ever so much for coming on board. We're just getting warmed up because some people do come in a bit late, okay? So we want to make sure that everyone's in the house without leaving it too long before we start hitting you with some news. And I'll tell you this much, there's some mental news coming this way. And just like the title suggests, everything is going wrong, okay? It's really hard to pick one subject and talk about it because there's so many things going on. And I'm not joking, okay? I am not joking. It's insane. The stuff that I've been uncovering today, I spent all day researching this, okay, for tonight's show. So I hope you find this information useful. That's going to come up real soon. Also, a new one which just happened. Now, can I ask you guys, have you noticed any differences in the fuel in the petrol stations where you are? It's been hovering around the same 179.9 or give or take for diesel for quite a while now. And I was absolutely shocked when I went into Bilf Wales the other day. And yeah, it's gone up to 190. So it's jumped 10 pence overnight. Okay. So can you tell me how much you're seeing at the pumps? It helps out a lot of people because if people are planning on traveling in and around the UK, sometimes you haven't got enough fuel to do one trip. So you might need to fill up or whatever so you guys can get back to where you come from. Okay. So let me just drop to the chat now. Harrogate 190. Oh wow, look at that. Dan is seeing 195. South Shields as well. Bilf Wales 190. I know, tell me about it. Nathan, it's insane. In America, 339 bucks a gallon. That's an MS. Where's MS? Not Minnesota, is it? I don't know. Oh, what do I know? 180 in Dorset. Somerset 192. Romford 177. Oh, right. Yeah, I should have said diesel prices. Because diesel is important, okay? Because diesel is pretty much keeps turning the wheels of industry around, all right? So if you start to see big prices go up in diesel, then expect everything else to go up because all of our food is transported on the road via diesel, okay? So, yeah, it's pretty much looking like that. Wow. Yeah. It looks like it's all jumped about the same price across the UK from what I'm seeing at the moment. So no, it's not an isolated incident. It's literally nationwide from what we're understanding so far. So this is what I like about the live stream, okay? You can find out real on-the-ground intel as it breaks. So, you know, we can't trust the mainstream, okay? So us guys, the eyes and ears from wherever we are, we're just reporting what we're seeing. And together, when you guys watch the replay on this, you can go through and you can actually find out historically what's actually happening on the date of this transmission. Okay, insane, absolutely insane. £2 free in Tregaron? No way, really? Damn, that's bonkers. €2 in France, that's Normandy, so it'll be North France. Wow, wow, wow. How much are you paying for a lid? Oh, damn, you guys. You're proper going green, aren't you? All right. James Mears, lorries don't use red diesel in the UK. Of course they don't. Red diesel is only for agricultural use only, and not to be used on the public highway. There it is. So yeah, it does look like that's to be the case. I'm saying on average, it's probably about 190 per litre nationwide on average from what we're finding out. So yeah, learning new all the time. So it's something that I didn't do last week, completely forgot. But before I do, yes, I do get fan mail, okay? I know, you guys are so awesome, and hearing your stories. And I'm not going to read this out, but all I'm going to say is it's from Martin from Somerset. And thanks for your donation as well, Martin. Old school. Brilliant. Really appreciate that, okay? So yeah, it does happen. What I do need to do, I might try and set up like a fan or a fundraiser, whatever they call it, because I need to get a PO box. I really can't get large items delivered to where I'm living because I'm out in the sticks, and it's impossible for big lorries and stuff like that to get up here. So I'm really going to need a PO box. And looking into the prices of them lately, £300 a year, insane, insane. So something's going to have to be done. So yeah, before we get sidetracked, 519 people, welcome, and if you can hit the thumbs up, it really will be appreciated. So let's go to the markets, right? This is live right now, okay? Well, the Nasdaq's down, gold's down, oil's down, the S&P 500's down, Dow's down. Wow, crazy Friday. Markets are pretty much looking down, okay? So let me see, gold is currently it's fluctuating as we speak. 1,641.65, that is right now. That is per troy ounce based on US dollars, okay? We're going to silver, that's $18.26 per US troy ounce, in US dollars, should I say. So yeah, some crazy things going on with metals right now. Let me see. Natural gas, that's running at 6.44. That's US dollars, okay? Heating oil, again, this is all in US dollars. 105.67. That's per 100 litres. And don't forget, that's in USD. Insane. So oil's been absolutely bonkers. Has anyone been following the oil market lately? Wow. And I'll tell you what, I do get a bit worried when it starts hovering just under $100 a barrel. And you know what happens when it went up to 120 a barrel? We saw £2 at the pumps, okay, which was crippling for some small businesses, to believe it or not. So Brent is currently running at $91.70 a barrel. Let me see. Crude, that's running in at 85.66 US dollars per barrel. That's off live right now. Aluminium or aluminum. Right, we got 2,364.85. That's per ton in US dollars. Okay, so that is gone up quite a bit actually, 7%. Wow. So yeah, any of you guys, I know someone who recycles tin cans. Time to cash in maybe. Right, copper as well. Wow, that's crazy. That's 3.41. That's US dollars per ton, by the way. Right, what else can we go through? Coffee's interesting. Right, that's based on per pound. That is $1.97 a pound now. Okay, so that's dropped a little bit. Not too bad. Corn, that's dropped. That's per bushel, priced in US dollars. That's at $6.90 a bushel now. Wow, 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 wow. Rice, that's gone down marginally. That's 16.74. Bonkers. Now wheat's interesting. Wheat is running at $350 per ton right now. Okay, so expect that to change as we go through harvest season. Okay, so yeah, that's the markets right now live. Okay, it's always interesting to come back to these periodically just to see the difference in prices, because stock market is going mental. Okay, any of you guys who are still doing stocks, you might need to check your portfolio, because there's so much going on in the stock market right now. As I said last week in the live stream about the Vatican pulling all of their money and pulling it all the way back to the Vatican Bank. That's true, 100% factual. So what do they know what's going on? No, we don't. So yeah, any sort of rumor, scare stories, big companies that go in the markets, it really shakes the market up, and you'll see big fluctuations in prices, right? So that's pretty much it. Also, I would like to say I've just passed 70,000 YouTube subscribers, and I can't thank you enough. All of you guys have been absolutely amazing, supporting me on this journey. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but we keep on thumping on, okay? It's the only way to be. So thanks everyone who has subscribed to this channel. And if you haven't done so already, you want to join that big magic number, go right ahead, hit subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell. If you can, hit the thumbs up. It really, really helps. So to mark that, I will be doing a giveaway contest, okay? Now I'm going to try and get it done as soon as I can, hopefully over the weekend if I get a chance, okay? So there's some real cool prizes coming up for the giveaway contest, all right? So stay tuned. I might try and do like a YouTube short, giving people a heads up on when that's going to drop, all right? So, yeah, thanks ever so much, everyone. Seriously appreciate it, okay? So here we go. We're coming up to 17 minutes. We've warmed up. We've got 580 people in the chat right now. So we're going to get on with the news, okay? So if you guys are ready, if you want to grab a pen and paper, or maybe just watch it on replay and make some notes, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the UK right here, right now. Let me just have a little drink. Right, and also don't let me forget, you awesome moderators, a couple of minutes before 9 o'clock, can you remind me to drink this? This is one of my all-time favorites, okay? I've always come back to this. This is an absolute amazing drink made by Shepherd's Neame down in Kent. Okay, so that is my 9 o'clock adult beverage. So if you want to join me, absolutely go for it. It doesn't have to be alcohol, anything that you want to drink. Raise a glass. 9 o'clock is the time that we are going to have a drinky poos. All right, wicked. So let's get on with the news, shall we? Right, British households are predicted 20% plus food prices of inflation, okay? 20% plus. All right, now some foods are more than that, believe it or not. I believe they calculated this as an average, okay? So it's across the board. Bonkers. So what they're actually trying to say is the pound is weak against the dollar, all right? And looking into that even more, when I started reading into these documents, okay? UK imports 50 billion pounds worth of food. 50 billion pounds worth of food a year. How much is that? That's insane. So we're importing so much food, where we are more than capable of growing our own food in the UK. Now, who's with me on this? Do you think the UK should grow its own food? Tell you what, why don't we do a poll? That's the easiest way to do it. So let me just get onto this. There you go. Poll's now up on the screen. Okay, so if you want to hit into that poll, it'd be really interesting to see how that goes, because some people, they really believe in this global system. Okay, yeah, I'd like to get like my lamb all the way from New Zealand, where we have literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lamb in the UK, especially here in Wales. Okay, the same as apples. Why do we import apples all the way from New Zealand? We grow the best apples in the world in the UK. We grow so many varieties of amazing apples. And in fact, I picked some apples off my own tree on my own property, and I made my own apple pie today. Why would you bloody want to get apples from New Zealand? Do you know how far it is? Do you know how much fuel and money that's going to take to get here? But yet it's cheaper. Bonkers, isn't it? So yeah, if you can take part in the poll, it's make your own spam. I like that. Yeah, that's insane, isn't it? £50 billion worth of food every year this country imports from around the world. I've always said the further away that you get your food, the worse it is for everyone. The nearer you get your food, the better for everyone. See, that makes sense in my head. But if you grow your own food in your garden, you haven't got to drive anywhere, you haven't got to pay for fuel, etc. You could just go out in the garden, dig it up and eat it, or pick it and eat it, okay? Now, this is always the way forward, right? This is the way I've been thinking for years. And you can also keep an eye on pests as well. Some of you guys, I mean, I used to have an allotment years ago. The only problem is, you need to go there to control pests. And not only that, if any of you guys have got allotments, you do have to reconsider, right? Because over the coming months, years, right, security at allotments is going to be an issue. People will be going to allotments to steal food, okay? Unless you're there 24/7, or if you go there every single night and keep watch and be prepared to defend your vegetables and fruit, guess what? Kiss goodbye to all that time, money and effort. Try your best to grow it in your garden. If you haven't got a garden or anything big enough, find someone local who has, and you can do it there, and you can both take a cut of the produce, okay? There's enough gardens in the UK for us all to feed ourselves, okay? It's that simple. Yeah, dig for victory. Daryl, on point there, sir. So, yeah. That's insane. The average UK home, right, they reckon they're going to be paying £571 on average more than they did in 2021. So over £500,000 a year just on food. Now, I've been saying this since 2012 on nearly all of my YouTube videos, okay? I really wish I had a massive following, I really do. Because the problem I've got is I've got people new joining this channel who are just starting, who've got no idea. If only they found me and indeed other preppers who have been saying about this sort of stuff on YouTube for years, okay? And, they're trying to go and buy paraffin heaters and paraffin, and they're trying to buy food, and the prices have gone up. They probably left it too late. And I do feel sorry for them guys, and you guys, if you're watching. It really is tough for me, okay? Because I just want to help, and I'm seeing people struggling, and they're just waking up to what's going on. So you've done the right thing by joining this community, because there's a lot of help and advice within the comment section on here in the chat, okay? So yeah, it really helps. So also, right, okay, the Bank of England. Now, who likes the Bank of England? I don't, not really. Good God. Hey, it's never too late. John, absolutely, dude. Now, the Bank of England are planning, what I said in the last live stream, planning. Planning is a nothing word. You either do it or you don't. Planning is nothing. So they're either going to do it or they're not. But it's looking like they will, based on everything else that's going around. It's all connected, okay? They're going to be raising interest rates from 2.25% to 4.5%. So that is double. Okay. So if you guys have got a mortgage that's £1,000 a month, well, guess what? That's going to probably be around £2,000 a month. No one's going to be able to afford that. Okay. I don't care how much money you earn. At some point, it's going to eat into your finances or your budgets, and it's going to be hell on earth. Okay. So yeah, mortgages, that's insane. But 4.5% they're thinking or planning to do, it could be a possible 6%. Now, if they raise interest rates from 2.25% to 6%, you are talking mass civil unrest, and you are talking mass homeless people. Okay, so many people will lose their homes. It'd be insane. I think in America they call it foreclosure. So yeah, it is looking pretty grim, guys. Like I said in the title of the video, everything's going wrong. All right. So to make it better, you can start by hitting the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. So let me just look at the wow, look at that. 98% of all of you guys, that's 346 of you. Thanks so much for voting. 98% said yes, the UK should produce the majority of its own food. It's overwhelming, isn't it, really? 2% say no. So you 2%, wow. Welcome anyway. Oh my God. Right. Now, Tesco. Now, they've been doing this for a while now. Okay, not many people know about this, I believe. But what they've done is they've expanded on an old idea. Now, who has heard of free kids meals? So they're calling it Kids Eat Free, a scheme that Tesco have been doing, okay? So yeah, insane. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be offering food for kids up to the price of £3.25, right? That is over the October half term, okay? So you've got kiddies at school or whatever, they're off school for half term. You can go to Tesco and enroll on that Kids Eat Free scheme, but there's a catch, all right? So if you haven't heard about this, you need to listen to this, all right? You need to buy something from their store to qualify. So they are saying that the cheapest thing that they do there is a piece of fruit which would cost 60p. I believe you could probably get cheaper things in Tesco's than that, okay? I already know that I can buy a block of spaghetti there for 23p, all right? So there you go. Go into Tesco's, spend 23p on some spaghetti, and that will go a long way to feed you and your family. And also, your kid can get some free food there. Lee, you already identify as a kid. Does your mum know you're up this late, by the way? What are you like? Oh, dear. So, yeah, that's insane. So that's going to be weekdays, right, from the 17th to the 28th of October. Okay? So, yeah, that is what it is. That's in England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, all right? That is 311 Tesco CAFs. And also, you must be a club card holder, all right? So, yeah, they really want to track everything. See? Insane. Right, let me just check what's been going on here. McCricket Nuggets. Oh, dude. Yeah, someone, Carol, yeah, in the 1980s, we'll come to that. I've actually been looking into history as well, which is cool. Julie is saying it's half term already. So there you go. As some of you know, I homeschool my own son. I don't pack him off to school to let the state ruin him. I do it myself. Not ruin him, but I try to raise him myself. So yeah, if any of you guys have got kiddies that go to school, right, and they're on half term, if you're a Tesco Club Card member, then head on over to there, okay? Right, the 31st of October until the 4th of November in Wales, right? So it's different for Wales. We're a little bit different out here in Wales, okay? I don't know why they haven't done it with England and Scotland and all Northern Ireland. I don't know why. Wales is a bit different, I guess. Also, Asda, right? So Asda do a very similar scheme. So kids eat for £1. So they're a little bit tighter than Tesco's, all right? You've got to pay £1. And they've been doing that since June 2022 in England and Wales. Now, that's going to be going up to the 31st of December, so New Year's Eve this year, right? Asda is still going to be doing that. Kids eat for £1. So if money's getting really, really tight, okay, always make sure you look after your kids. Kids come first, okay? Right. So, yeah, also, we're talking about OAPs now, all right? So, basically aimed at the over 60s, okay? So, they call it the winter warmer deal. So for over 60s, this isn't Asda. You get some soup and a roll and unlimited tea and coffee. Okay, so if you're over 60, all right, that's all you got to do is you just got to pop into Asda, and I think you give them £1 and you get a big bowl of soup and some bread and as much cups of tea as you can handle before you need to go to the toilet all the time. All right, so it's really weird, isn't it? It sort of goes back to the depression. You know, we had soup kitchens and all this sort of thing. This is like a modern day take on it. Absolutely insane. All right, let me just check. All of that's on there. So, so that's page 2 done. That's done. Oh, on to page 3. Wow, yeah, I remember that. Bloody hell. So apparently, according to statistics, UK pensioners between 65 and 74 had a £163 on average drop in disposable income in August 2022. All right, so it's only a few months ago, and it's due to rising food costs predominantly. Okay, and that's insane when you think about it. I do feel for the pensioners, I really do. Okay, because as you get older, your blood gets thinner, you feel the cold more. So yeah, we'll go on to this in a bit because I'm going to touch on that a bit later. Okay. Right, Sainsbury's as well. So we're going on the same theme with supermarkets and food to take part in the NHS Healthy Start Scheme. Now, who has heard of the NHS Healthy Start Scheme? I think they tried to get us on board when my son was born, and for me there was way too much control and hoops to jump through, so I decided to just boycott the whole thing. Okay, but some of you guys who did decide to go along with it, this is for you, or you can sign up anytime you like, really. Okay, so shoppers who are joined to the NHS Healthy Start Scheme will get £2 top-up voucher each week on top of their NHS card, which is currently at £4.25 a week. Okay, so yeah, it's going to basically run up to £6.25 a week for free that you're going to get in vouchers for food. Okay, but we're going to go into some more details in a sec, so hang tight. All right. So if you have a child under 1, you could get an extra voucher each week. All right, so that's really going to make a difference if some of you guys are really struggling out there. Okay, I mean, this cost of living crisis is literally hitting everyone. All right, even the very, very wealthy, you know, they're going to be affected at some point. You know, instead of having like 6 global holidays a year, they might only be able to afford 5. And right down to where most of us guys are, you know, it's going to make a big impact. Okay, so every little helps, to coin the phrase that Tesco use. A cruel sense of irony there. So yeah, this is going to be rolled out from the 12th of October to the 11th of April. To qualify for the Healthy Start Scheme, you need to be on either income support, job seekers allowance, pension credits, universal credits, if your take-home pay is £408 or less per month, or if you're over 10 weeks pregnant, or if you're on working tax credit, or you're under 18. So if any of you guys fit into that or know someone that does, approach them about it, and just to see if they want to take it up. It might help them. All right. But you can only get, now listen to this, you can only get cow's milk, fruit and veg, and that's all across the board. That's dried, frozen, fresh, and tinned. Okay. Formula milk as well, which is important for young mums, obviously. Pulses and vitamins. So you'll be getting vouchers towards all of that stuff, all right, to save yourself a few bob that way. So that can be used at Aldi, Lidl, Morrison's, Tesco, Asda, and Sainsbury's as well. Apparently in Scotland, you guys are not eligible for that. Instead, you've got Best Start Foods instead. Okay, so if you're up in Jockland, you want to check out that one. So yeah, OAPs again. because yeah, this is on my mind a bit actually, because most of you know my dad, he lives right down in Portsmouth, a long way away from where I live out here in Wales, and yeah, he's 74 now, so you know, he's going to be feeling the cold, and I do worry about him. But you know, like my dad, he just says, "No, I'll be fine, don't worry." But you know, I wish I was down there sometimes, just looking out for him. But there you go. Right, 61% of over 65s will reduce their heating over winter. Now, if you know anyone, and like myself, I mean, luckily for my dad, he's got lots of friends that live all the way around him, okay, that pop in and see him every day. So he's not on his own. So what I'm appealing to you guys is, if you know anyone who's elderly, right, can you please check up on them, right, over this winter? Especially when it's really cold, all right, when it's snowing and it's horrible. You know, not many surfaces will be operating in those conditions. So most of us preppers, you know, we've got our outdoor kit, we've got boots, and we've got the correct clothing. We've got unlimited amount of bags and rucksacks. If you can just put some food or things in there that you think is going to help, and just go around there and just knock on their door. And if they don't want to let you in, fine, just hand them the stuff over, all right? But if they do let you in, just chat to them, okay? Make them feel appreciated, for want of a better term, all right? It must be horrible being elderly and on your own. It really must be, okay? Especially if you're not tech savvy, you're not a silver surfer, you don't get to do stuff like we're doing now. So if you can just pop in and check on them, that would really be a good thing to do, okay? Because, you know, us preppers in the mainstream, in the press, we do get a lot of stick saying, you know, that we're hoarders and you know, we don't care about anyone else but ourselves. But as we all know, it's not the case. Okay, lots of us have got big hearts and we do like to help, especially those who are vulnerable. So the very young and the very old, okay, if they're on their own, they are going to need some help. So absolutely go for that one. But not only, you know, that phrase heating or eating, yeah, 19% plan to eat less. Now that's horrible to hear that. It really, really is. Right, thanks. I've just had a donation on PayPal. Thank you very much indeed for that. That's Martin and Sally. Thanks for the donations on PayPal. The links are below, by the way, if you wanted to donate anything to the cause. It really, really is appreciative. That's cool. So yeah, thanks. I just saw a notification come up on the top there. I didn't want to miss it. 79%. So that is an overwhelming majority, right? 79% say the government are not doing enough to help. So what have I been saying? You're on your own. It's that simple, all right? It is that simple. Thanks, 485 people who voted. At 97%. Yeah, we should grow our own food on our own country. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Right, moving along then. In the UK still, energy companies to ask customers to limit their usage when it's not windy. Can you believe that? How much more BS do they expect people to swallow? I mean, really. Never heard anything like it. Absolutely bonkers. Okay. So what they're saying is there's not going to be enough wind for the wind turbines to go around. So we're going to have to be really, really careful using our electricity. I know. Absolutely bonkers. 100% for sure. So yeah, that did make me laugh when I read that. Right, let me say. Also, we've been warned to face 4-day power cuts in January. So not only that, they are going to be, when that is implemented, okay, this is a government backup plan that they're looking into doing because there is a real, genuine energy crisis going on, not just in the UK, but globally, all right? So the government, they've had to get together. Daryl, what are you like? They had to get together and form an emergency plan, and this is what they come up with. They plan on shutting off electricity, all right, 4 days in January. So they're actually going to be shutting down railway stations and libraries. Okay, so If any of you guys have got any sort of travel plans that's going to require public transport, trains, all right, in January, really try and come up with a plan B just in case, because if they do close all of the train stations for 4 days, that is seriously going to kibosh anyone's plans, okay? So yeah, really have a good think of what you could do to get around that, should they actually press the fire button and make that happen. Let's hope they don't, okay? Right. Apparently, here we go. The cost of living payments. Now, who remembers the cost of living payments that come out earlier on in the year? I do. Apparently, the first part is paid in 2 parts. The first part was £326, and that got paid to people before the end of July 2022. Okay. Now, the second payment is due pretty soon, between the 8th and the 23rd of November. Okay. So if you're one of those peeps who received the £326 before the end of July this year, you will be getting £326 again anytime between the 8th and the 23rd of November. Okay, so that's probably going to really help, actually. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Also, disabled, they're getting £150 beginning of October 2022. So if any of you guys are disabled, can you confirm that you've actually had any payments? Because that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out, to be honest. Right. Okay, so we're going back in history now. Now, UK inflation. Now, who remembers UK inflation in the 70s? Excuse me. Now, I'm going to have to speak to my dad about this soon, okay? Because I don't know how he coped back then, bringing up me and my brother back in them times. Because in 1975, right, the interest rates in the UK was 24.89%, right? Now, if you look at government statistics of what the figures are, oh, great. Crochet something said their husband got it. Good. So that little system has been working then. Brilliant. Got in September. Awesome. Brilliant. So that is actually, that's working then. That's good. That's good to know. Because I hate it when they say they're going to do this, nothing happens. You know, it kicks up a stink. There's petitions and all that sort of jazz. So that's good to see. So yeah, 1975, 24.89%. How insane is that? Now, some people are saying that the inflation is between 8 and 10% at the moment. I call BS on that. Absolutely. I would guess that it's probably around the 20% mark, maybe higher right now. And it has been for a while, okay? The amount of manipulation with figures out there. Oh, and you cannot trust the Office of National Statistics. If you want to look into what they're about, look at their shareholders and look at the directors, the board, and see what they get up to. All right, that is one crooked organisation for sure. Okay, yeah, 20%. There you go. 2% a month. Oh, it's insane, isn't it? Every time I go shopping, I just shake my head. Oh my god. Bacon grill's been £1.50 for a long time, so when I see that going up, I probably will cry, even though I've got enough to last me 3 years. So it's not good, no. Seriously, it's not bloody looking good at all. So 1971 to this year, 2022, today's prices, right, are 15.71% higher than what they were. So if you was to go back to 1971 right now, right, and get 100 quid, that £100 would now be worth £1,571 and 7 pence. That's how much inflation has just gone. And we are seriously looking at going into hyperinflation. Now, you're not going to be hearing this on the mainstream, okay? Hyperinflation is a seriously bad thing. If you guys have got no idea what I'm talking about, hyperinflation is bonkers. And you look back in history and it's happened before, okay? People were actually burning stacks of cash to keep warm because it had so little value. All right, it's an absolute scary prospect, and I remember as a kid watching on the news in Zimbabwe, I think it was, their wheelbarrow was full up with cash, and he was queuing up to buy a box of eggs. You know, that is how insane it was. Okay, so yeah, inflation. I think the figures that they are saying in the UK in the mainstream are absolute hogwash. I seriously do. I doubt it very much that that is factual. Okay, so let me just head over to the chat, because what I'm trying to do now, rather than just sit there babbling on about everything, I like to see what you guys are talking about. Hyperinflation, yeah, for a loaf of hopis, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I think it'd be like the 1930s depression. I think it would be worse if you can imagine that. Because if you look back to the majority of the people back in the 30s, they were a lot more self-sufficient and unreliant on technology as we are. That is the scary truth of it. Okay, you know, back in them days, you know, it was a 2 up, 2 down house. You'd have like 3 items of furniture in the house, no TV, you know, no extravagant electrics everywhere. Okay, it was a very simple, hard-working life with good quality food as well. Okay, you didn't have all of that GMOs. You didn't have antibiotics put into meat and lots of other medicines and crap that they put in there. All of the stuff they put in the feed. All right, all of the packaged foods in the supermarkets that we see now. Sorry, all of the rubbish food, shall we say, because we know it's junk food pretty much everywhere in supermarkets now. You didn't have that back in the 30s. Okay, you just had real meat, real veg, and real fruits and stuff, and that was pretty much it. Okay, so people were harder back then. Okay, you didn't have all these high-tech, warm, breathable clothing, etc. Okay, you know, men back in them days were real men, not like the little, you know, the top knot latte drinking skinny jeans people these days. If you was to go and they'll fall over and cry and say you're in my personal space, you know, a lot of people are going to struggle with what's coming. That's all I'm trying to say without being too out of order. It just balls my pee a bit when I think about soldiers back in them days, and you see some of the people joining up for the armed forces nowadays. Snowflakes, Faye, that's it. Yeah, exactly right, snowflakes. Snowflakes just flow away in the wind, and as soon as they touch something, anything warm, they just disappear. And that's exactly what's going to happen to them snowflake people. Okay, it's time to man up, grow some boobs, grow some nuts, crack on, deal with it, and move on. None of all this whinging nonsense. Okay, it's not going to get you anywhere. Right. So okay then. So yeah, we've covered a bit of that historical inflation thing. So yeah, the Royal Mail, or I like to lovingly refer to them as Royal Fail, okay, because they are failing, really, to be honest. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, the amount of stuff that I used to send around the world was loads, okay. You know, I had disposable income back then, and I sent thousands of pounds of kit all over the world to people to help. And that was mainly down to the fact that postage prices back then was really affordable. Now it's well expensive. Oh, and you've only got to ask Lee to bug out the amount of money that he spends going to the Royal Fail, all right? I don't know if Lee would tell you off the top of his head how much he spent in the last 12 months on posting stuff through Royal Mail. It'll blow your mind. It really would. So, our lovely friends at the Royal Mail, 6,000 jobs are to go. So, the Royal Mail is already failing, like I've just said. So, it's going to be a lot worse when it's 6,000 people less. So, basically, they've made that decision due to the strike actions that have been happening recently. Okay? So, yeah, that is a bit bloody freaky when you consider that. Okay? So, all 6,000 people are now going to lose their jobs. So, yeah, a Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you feel really good about that company that you've worked so hard for. Unbelievable. It really, really, really is. So we've just become privy to some strike dates as well. So if you're going to be using the Royal Mail, okay, you might need to write this down on a little bit of paper somewhere and just keep an eye on it. So the 20th, the 25th, and the 28th of October, they will be on strike, okay? Also, November. Now, I don't know why we get involved with what the Americans do, but on the 25th of November, Black Friday, they're all going on strike that day. So that's nice, isn't it? Okay. And also another thing called Cyber Monday, which is the 28th of November. They're going to be striking on that day as well. Wow, that really helps, doesn't it? Okay. It's absolutely shocking, isn't it? I mean, if you go back to the days, I remember back in the 80s, there was a lot of strikes and stuff going on. When I was a kid watching it on the news with my dad and that, it was insane. It really, really was. Bonkers. So, what's that? 95 pence for a first class stamp. Well, thank you, Amy. That's ridiculous. 95 pence. I remember when it was like 20p. What is going on? Everything is going up. What did I say on the title of the video? Everything is going wrong, and it bloody well is. If you don't think things are going wrong, you seriously need to bloody start doing that a lot. Okay. So, okay then. So we're going to go on to Tesco's stores. Now, this is a weird one. So I want you guys to help me out here. How many of you guys? I only know this in the UK to be Tesco's. Now, it could be other supermarkets. Now, very briefly, going over to America, some guys have been saying some of the Walmart stores, what they've been doing is they've been completely shutting down the whole store. They've revamped the whole thing, moved everything around inside. But guess what they're doing in America? They're making the aisles, right, in the supermarkets wider. And the amount of food that they're stocking overall in the whole supermarket is less than what it has been, okay? So they're trying to keep customers going into the store without scaring people, right? Pedro, that's out of order. Watch out, mods. There's people that are always going to jump on him. So yeah, they're making the aisles wider, all right, to give the impression that, you know, if they'd done that and made the aisles wider, there'd be less aisles in the whole store. So it's selling less things, okay? And also the amount of food, just say you had in that supermarket, I don't know, 20 aisles and you all had food on, and loads of it was DIY, gardening stuff, clothes, stuff for your car, all of that stuff which you typically see in a supermarket, all right? What they're doing is they revamped the whole thing. Everything's now been rejigged and moved around. The aisles are wider, like I said, and there's hardly much food in there. So apparently someone said that that has happened in Tesco. Now, can anyone confirm if you have seen personally where you go to your supermarkets, whether it's shut down for a period of time and it got refitted? All right. Well, I want to see this in the chat now. So let me just see. Wow. Crazy. There you go. Someone just said Nana Knits. Ah, cool. Local Morrison's is doing something very similar. Wow. So like I said, I've found out about this. This was going on literally behind the scenes under the cloak of darkness in America. And when I heard someone say they've seen their Tesco's do it, I really wanted to see what you guys are seeing, all right? So yeah, Morrison's look like they're doing it. Freezer sections getting smaller. Wow. Wow, interesting. Co-op. Yeah, co-op's having a go as well. Lots more security on the doors now. Yeah, do you know what? There's at my local supermarket, they've now employed a visible deterrent, a security guard. And I spoke to him the other day. He seems all right, but at the end of the day, they're just doing their job. They're trying to put food on their tables for their families. Keith, stay funky. Co-op is a rip-off. Yeah, I agree. What he's talking about co-op, though, saying that, I used to go there late in the evening and I'd end up with about £20 worth of food for about £1 because they reduced the prices that much. Now Tesco, I don't mind Tesco, but they are absolute bandits. They never reduce their food enough, in my opinion. And if they do, wow, you've really got to find the right time. Iceland, oh wow. So yeah, Poundland in security in Poundland. No way. Wow, this is amazing, guys. Unbelievable. Wow. That's insane. 812 people in the chat. If you can hit the thumbs up, that'd be cool. I really appreciate that. Oh, we've had another donation on PayPal. Hey, let me just see. Just click into there. Right, okay. Martin, thanks very much for your donation, sir. Really much appreciated. So yeah, if like I said, if you wanted to, you don't have to, but if anyone can donate, it's cool. There's super chat on here, super stickers, and super thanks, if it's still on there. I don't know if it is. But yeah, that's really, really cool. So Martin, thanks for that, mate. Really appreciate that donation, sir. Cheese under lock and key. Alan, mate, I know. I've been seeing, has anyone seen those little square yellow security stickers on cheese in Aldi? Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Razors. Yeah, why do people steal razors for? Blimey. I can understand if it is an expensive bottle of whiskey or vodka or fillet steak, but when you start stealing cheese and razor blades, well, you know things are on the up. Oh, there you go. Defan. I can't read it. Oh, bloody hell, it's gone. It's really hard to read the chat, actually. Someone said something about PayPal, but it's gone. But yeah, I can't read it. It's just gone. Too much chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop using PayPal at some point. What I tend to do is when I receive money there, I try to transfer it straight to my bank account as soon as possible because PayPal's gone woke, which is a very, very bad thing, and I don't really want to do much with it now, to be honest, but I'm trying to figure out an alternative. I've got friends who have recommended Stripe. So if anyone has used Stripe before as a payment platform or a payment gateway, could you whack it in the chat? It'd be interesting to see what your views are on that. That'd be awesome. UK Prepperman Chris. Hi, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no swearing, please. And yeah, please don't take the mick out of our American friends, okay? Because we're all one big family here. Judy Cooper. Oh, yeah. You're a star. The moderators are on it tonight. Thanks, Julia. Oh, wait there. Oh, this is a first. Would you want to come down then? Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, this is a first. This has never happened before. We got a little someone. Look. Who's that? Look on there, look. Can you see on the phone? Oh. You alright? Oh, little Funky's here. He's just woken up. Has Daddy been talking too loud again? Yeah. Alright, well you try and be quiet over there, you be a good boy. Alright. Blimey, this is a bit irresponsible. Home alone with a 5-year-old and some alcohol. What could possibly go wrong? Wow, it looks like I might have to terminate this live stream in a bit. But before I do, look at that. That is a genuine King George pint pot. Okay. Now, is Funky gonna muck this up? Of course he's not. Look. Now you have to be really careful with these bottles because they're bottle conditioned, right? So you've got sediment in the bottom. So if you pull that really quick, or if you shake it up, you've got one cloudy, horrible point. All right. So there we go.
Daddy?
Yes, darling. Did you want some beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so, sir. Anyway, cheers, everybody. I hope you enjoy your adult beverage. Mm. That good, is it, eh? Oh, dear. Mm. What's the matter, darling?
I want my juice.
You want some juice? Yeah. Did you want some of Daddy's? There you go. You all right with that big glass? Yeah? All right then. There's a good boy. All right. Oh, sorry about that, guys and girls. But these things happen. Oh my God, someone's donated 79 Brett and what's that? Cabba, Brett and Cabba Dog Adventures. Cheers, guys. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Oh, someone's put some money in there. You get some sweets.
Hey?
Would you like some sweets?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's that gone then. Thanks ever so much for that. Awesome. Yeah, okay, so we wanted to go through the chat now, I think. Don't apologise, it's awesome. Dad life. Right, come on. Sit up here. There you go, look at that. You seeing the phone? What's up? You got all camera shy. Oh, hi! He's always wanted to be on YouTube. Ain't you? Look at your hair. God, I wish I had hair like that. I used to a long time ago. You got bed hair, ain't you? Oh. You alright?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I love you. Oh, what should we do tomorrow? Should we chop some more firewood?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's hard work, chopping firewood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, I think I'll have to get you back out of bed soon, won't we? Oh, dear. What a live stream. Never done this before. Oh, mate. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to call it a day, mate, because like I've said, and I'm never going to go back and word family first, all right? So I've got most of the news out there anyway. So what I might try and do is try and get another live stream done over the next couple of days, all right? Are you tired? Are you yawning? Look at that, I can see half your head on the phone, but I can see your forehead on the screen there. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I'll pull that. What's that? Wicked. All right then. So look, you are now on YouTube, and there's 754 people. Oh, Brett, cool. Thanks for your donation. Really appreciate that. That's awesome.
Thanks for donation.
Oh, you're a good boy, ain't you? Oh, how cute. All right then. Careful, you don't want to fall off there. You're all floppy, ain't you? Yeah. Yeah, did you start getting all silly? Yeah. Oh, can you see all the writing coming up on the screen? That's mad, isn't it? Wicked. Oh, brilliant. Okay then, so I'm going to get this little boy back up to bed and that, read him a story like we do. And I might see if I can join Mike Weapon Collector on the live stream a bit later on. So without further ado, I'd like to say thanks to all of you who's come along for this live stream. Been a bit of a weird one, but yeah, very, very strange what's going on. Thanks to the moderators as well, old and new, you guys are absolutely awesome. And thanks to everyone who's donated on PayPal and indeed here on the Super Chat. It all helps, and I really do appreciate everything. Reality check, oh my God, buy the little, look, someone just giving you some money, look, £10. Reality check, thanks dude, seriously, wow. What should we get you? What did you want, some new toys?
Yes.
Oh, of course you do, don't you? How much toys have you got?
I got 100.
You got 100 toys?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rest. Bonkers. All right then, guys, we got to call it a day, right? So, thanks very much for watching, and you say.
Thanks so much for watching.
Say stay funky.
Stay funky.
Brilliant. Take care, guys. Night, night.